If you want to learn how to trade just like me, join the community, click the private Discord link, sign up through this membership level, and you will gain access to weekly group mentorship calls for free. Welcome back, I'm your host Louis Crypto, and in today's Vechain update, it does seem like the beast is finally waking up and it's looking to eventually melt faces, get these explosive gains, and we'll dive into all of that today. And the reason why we're this bullish is because we saw a golden cross form, which is a confirmation of this breakout past the 200 EMA, because as we look into the past, as I've shown you over the past few weeks, this was the signal down here. This golden cross is what we've been waiting for, and I've shown you in the past few weeks the two other times where we've almost crossed the orange and the white but actually failed, and with that you get dragged back underneath the 200, representing that the break through the 200, the white moving average, was a false move, a false breakout, in turn creating a fake out and eventually dumping down lower. We needed to go ahead and invalidate that, and the only way to go ahead and do so is by forming this golden cross. And as we can see, we marked out a key level of support over the past week, and that was continuing to be held. So very nice to see those signals being held. This golden cross confirmation that is sitting above the golden pocket, and by breaking through and confirming that as support even before this golden cross had formed, it's a signal that we are eventually going to retrace to these levels, but pretty much all the way back to this high at 3.2 cents. That's why we've been saying over the past month that we will be eventually going to 3 cents, and it looks like as we've started these moves up now after this confirmation and holding this support, holding the 20, our short-term moving average, this is deciding what happens in the immediate short term. It does seem as if the large caps that were not moving over these past few weeks are now starting to wake up, and it looks like their moves are finally about to begin, and we're looking for these explosive moves ahead for Vechain to go ahead and meet these targets and eventually retrace all the way back up. So this, just to this target over here, would be a 23% move, not too much, but if we're getting all the way back up to our high over here, this would be a 50% move from today's current price. Today we're up a mere 2%, just slightly beneath that, but it looks like the very early developmental stages of this move up. Now if we zoom in on the 4-hour time frame, we're going to look at this a little bit clearer and maybe jog your memory of this chart over here where we marked out this low and we were saying continue to hold above this for bullish continuation. I think when we got up here I was saying continue to hold this to eventually break the high. We fell back underneath. That is totally fine as long as you maintain this wick support as well as the 200 EMA, and so in doing so we keep intact the bull trend on the 4-hour, and then in turn essentially suggesting that we will continue on the daily as well, as we're not even losing the 20 or this wick on the daily time frame. Very nicely being shown that it is being held up as support, and as we continue to close above the 20, it's a signal that we eventually want to break this 2.3 cent high over here for the continuation to that eventual 50% target. Now if we scale back to the 4-hour, I can get you some more shorter term targets that may come up before this point. So what I'm going to do now is go from the beginning of this dip to the end right over there, and it's going to show us the key levels that must be broken, which is where we are at right now. And so in order to create the reversal wave, I know the golden pocket is there and we would say that that needs to be broken, but as we've got bodies in and around the 786 area, I do really want to see 2228 cents being broken with a 4-hour candle closure. Very nice breakout through that point as a precursor signal that we will eventually break this high, targeting these new sets of fibs. And as we can see, they're quite in line with our other ones. So these were the original ones, but now we've got a new set that's actually slightly above that point, a little bit closer to our original high over there. So this is sitting at pretty much 3 cents, and that's what we've been saying for the past few months, and that we will eventually head back up all the way up to that high. So around the 3.2 3.3 cent area, we can see that we have further targets to the upside. Let's worry about that in the future, but it's nice to see that Vechain is potentially looking for this huge breakout now that the golden cross as well as the 200 on the 4-hour as well as the daily 20 is consistently being held as support. We are looking for these eventual breakouts to the upside. Very exciting times, not only on crypto but also on the channel, as we're under 10 subs away from 7k. Let's get there by the end of today. Please don't forget to like, subscribe, comment and share. It does help YouTube push these videos out. And I do have discounts at the moment on my course, ebook and mentorship, so use the links down below. Navigate to Twitter to private message me about more information on these offers. These offers will last until the end of the month, so take action while they last. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Hopefully this does continue to break out. Remember, the level that we need to see broken is the 786 fib 2228. Cheers, everyone. If any of you are interested in learning how to trade just like me, there's multiple options. Click this ebook. It covers all the strategies that I use in these YouTube updates, so you will have all the same skills. Covers the Japanese candlestick, chart patterns, support and resistance, why I use EMAs over trend lines, Fibonacci's, divergences, and again, using these all together to profit using them. I've also got a discount on my course at the moment, which ends at the end of this month. So that's down to £100. You also gain free access to my Discord community for the next 3 months, where you can expect to be a part of 12 to 24 group mentorship calls. If you want something that's a bit more personalized to your needs, then join my one-to-one mentorship plan. You can choose 5 or 10 hours of my one-to-one help, and included will be the 3 months free in the community, as well as my 6-hour long video course.